As a man of faith, what made you run for the governorship of Connecticut?
I mean, we are at a point right now in our state where it's worse than ever. And I'm of the persuasion that we cannot continue to complain about how bad things are and not do something about it. And then when I started to go into the annals of history, and I became encouraged with regards to our founding forefathers, as well as the Congress that was established early on, and there were so many men of faith that actually were in our U.S. Congress. And that's something they don't want us to know. We have to have a completely different type of political leader. Almost want to take the word political out of it. And we need a different type of leader that will run for the people, that will serve the people, that will be a servant leader, if you will. And that's something that, sad to say, it's just almost non-existent, that so many people are there for power, for fortune, for fame, and so many people that get in become completely corrupted as soon as they get in. And so I said that I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know my leadership capacity. I've been to 61 countries around the world. I've brought aid, I've brought medicine, I've brought books and set up schools and churches all over the world. And so I know that I can do the job of listening to the people, hearing the people's voice, and turning our state around. So I had to do it because I felt that if I didn't make a step in this direction, that I would be irresponsible. And so that's really what compelled me to do this. And I said, it's only going to get better when people stand up and say, let me take the charge and just do what I know that I can do. So that's really what really encouraged me. And much of that also was led by the children. Children in our state are being targeted like never before in every area that you can actually dream of. The curriculum that's coming, via the federal government through the state, that is being forced on our children, the over-sexualization of little children, first, second, and third graders, it's absolutely insane. And so there again, do I sit back and say, well, let's see how much more they do to destroy our children, or do I say, no, let's step in and address this and actually do the work? And so in our state, I've been doing this work for 20 years, and so I'm not new to this. I've been on the sidelines, coming against corruption and tearing down corruption in the city of Hartford, all throughout the state of Connecticut. I've been doing this for a long time. You know why? Because I love the people. The title governor, it's a title. It's I love the people. This is about we the people. And so I'm trying to shift America to understanding that we the people should be our tagline. It was before. That should be our tagline. We're going to shift the people back to understanding where we need to be. And that's my entire motivation.
Well, you've got great transferable skills from your work around the world. One last question. You mentioned Martin Luther King, and you mentioned an interesting historical tidbit. Can you just share that quickly?
Yes, well, I mean, Martin Luther King, who again is my hero, because he understood unity, which is what I'm running on. I'm trying to bring the people together. Right now, we have such a divisive and divisive structure in place, even on the national level. On our state level in Connecticut, it's racialized, it's division, it's wrong. I mean, just plain and simple. And Martin Luther King was completely the opposite. But at the same time, this same king that we all love and that we all admire, he was actually targeted by the Federal Bureau of Investigations, the FBI. And can you imagine a man of peace, a man of unity, a minister, a man that was drawing people together? He was targeted by them as the #1 terrorist in the world. Can you imagine that?
That's astounding.
And in the 60s, we had tremendous amounts of opposition against our government from foreign entities. But then to call this one, country preacher the #1 terrorist, and that's scary because the reason why they did that is the same reason why they demonize any group that wants to educate or raise awareness about what's going on. They want people to stay in darkness. And listen, Darkness for us is not an option, right? We're not going to stand. It's not an option for us. It might be for some other country, but not for the USA. We are enlightened people. We are the people that have opened up our minds and our spirits to understanding. And so we're going to get that understanding, and we're going to run with it. And we're going to hold people accountable, even if it costs our lives. We are going to hold people accountable because they can no longer cause so much pain on innocent people. That day is over.
Amen, sir. Thank you so much, and best wishes for success.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for taking the time.